One morning I came reported for duty. It was about 7:30, and went into the control room to put my keys up, headed to my office. Well, I heard all the commotion. The case managers was putting their keys in the control room, and as they proceeded to go down the hall, there was about 40, 50 inmates lining up in the hallway. I have thoughts about it all the time, just like when I told them to line up against the wall. Every time I have to tell an inmate to line up against the wall, I always have thoughts about it, because that's the first thing that comes to my mind is, what if I get attacked again? I wasn't going to let that one particular inmate take my career. I mean, because, like I say again, 9 times out of 10, most of the inmates, when I give them the respect, and they give me, but at the same time, now the inmates that we have today is totally different inmates. And every day, and I'm going to say every day, you have some inmates coming there. One, if it's not one or two inmates coming through that back door of CMCF, that's aggressive.
In 1984, when I started in corrections, inmates had a different type of mentality, different type of attitude. They had a great deal more respect for authority. The inmates that we receive in today don't have respect for the authority, both inside the institution or outside the institution. We're finding statistically a lot of them was raised without any male figures in their life. They were raised without any structured environment. They exhibit that behavior up on their arrival in the institution. The aggressiveness of inmates they're extremely more aggressive now than they was back in 1984. They don't have a lot to lose by assaulting staff, because a lot of them have time where they'll never get out of the penitentiary based on the sentences that they have. So what do they have to lose if they assault staff? So the mechanisms of ensuring that the system's in place to maintain that security, order, and control is very important. The likelihood of a staff being assaulted today compared to then is almost double due to the type of offender mentality that we have today.
I think we should be looked at as the highest standards of law enforcement, because what we have to deal with, over 3,000 inmates a day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They only deal with them on the streets for a few minutes. We have to deal with them either for a lifetime or the years. And sometimes I thought I wanted to quit because it wasn't worth it. But I kept on, and it paid off. Actually, I like when starting off as a correctional trainee. I like what I was doing as a correctional officer, and I wanted to pursue a career. And actually, with my supervisors, I had great supervisors at that time, and they saw that I had great potentials, and they pushed me into continuing my career with the Mississippi Department of Corrections. I think it's a good agency to work for, and I don't think I made a mistake when I chose this career. Every day hasn't been a good day, but my good days outweigh my bad days. It's not a hard job. It's a mind thing. You have to have your mind set for corrections. Can anybody do it? No. Anybody can't do it. And I have seen staff come and go. But it's what you make out of it. And if you want to make a career out of it.
As the launch for the first ever mission to Mars nears, the Space Center organizes cocktail parties for us astronauts. And as Chief Commander, I'm required to attend.